Hi guys, good evening, and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in tonight's video I will be bringing you my long overdue, very delayed review, and I do apologize for the delay. October is always a very busy time of year with all the Halloween stuff going on and whatnot, but I am now happy to bring you my spoiler-filled review for the latest Marvel special from Marvel Studios, Werewolf by Night. It dropped a couple weeks ago. I was out of town the weekend it dropped, and I finally had a chance to watch it just now. Really enjoyed it. Before I get into all of that, perhaps you haven't seen it yet, and if you haven't, I highly recommend it. It's a fun watch. If you haven't seen Werewolf by Night and you fully intend to, don't keep watching or listening, as I will be discussing spoilers, plot details, character stuff, reveals, all that jazz. That being said, you have been warned. Let's dive right back into it. Okay, so this was a one-off special TV presentation from Marvel, and they refer to it as a Halloween special, which immediately piqued my interest, and it introduced two fascinating new characters to us in the MCU. You know, the lead character, Jack Russell, aka Werewolf by Night, who appears to be a werewolf and yet can control himself when he transforms. Well, control himself for the most part. Like, he was able to quickly pick up the scent of the woman he was imprisoned with, so he knew not to kill her when he went on a bloodthirsty rampage and killed all those bad guys, which was awesome. And we met another character, Ted, aka Man-Thing, who has a very iconic look, extremely recognizable. I never knew he had an actual name like Ted. That was funny and unexpected. And I don't think anyone actually referred to him as Man-Thing in this whole special. They just referred to him as the monster, or the beast they would be hunting. And this is a pretty straightforward, simple story to follow, which introduced, those two fascinating new characters who are both quite monstrous in nature. And I sincerely hope we get to see them interact with other MCU characters and heroes someday in the not-too-distant future, and one of the many ensemble films we've got coming up, like Avengers The Kang Dynasty or Avengers Secret Wars. That would be pretty wicked awesome, because it feels like both films would be excellent opportunities for both of these characters to reappear again. Or perhaps in a Blade film. I do feel like there was a missed opportunity here where we could have met the new Blade, but I don't know if that was ever the plan, or if it was ever even considered, or maybe they wanted to keep his introduction for his first official film into the MCU, which I believe is now coming out in 2024 rather than next year, starring Mahershala Ali. I'm really sorry if I butcher that name or say it wrong, but he's going to be our new Blade. Would have been kind of cool to see him pop up in this, but how and why, in terms of context, I don't know. But the werewolf effects were very cool. I was hoping for, and I definitely got what I wanted to see, which was a werewolf going nuts and killing a bunch of bad guys, ripping throats, clawing at people, roaring and howling and whatnot, just going batshit crazy. So that was satisfying to watch. And I really hated that woman who really despised her stepdaughter and organized the whole hunt. So it was quite satisfying to watch her die in the claws of Man-Thing as well. The other thing I really liked, speaking of Man-Thing, the other thing I really enjoyed is that the funny relationship, or the friendship between Jack and Man-Thing, is very reminiscent of Larry Talbot's relationship with the Frankenstein monster in the 1943 crossover film Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman. Before he becomes the Wolfman and fights Frankenstein's monster, Larry Talbot actually uncovers and finds the monster frozen in ice, unthaws him, frees him, and he and the monster kind of become buddies, and he can somewhat control the monster, or at least tell him not to attack or hurt certain people. And this relationship between Jack and Man-Thing was very reminiscent of that relationship between Larry Talbot and the Frankenstein monster, which was very, very cool to me. So I really liked that. Overall, good special. It was exciting and it was scary. It had some great scary moments in it. Loved the werewolf effect. Man-Thing looked awesome too. And I'm very excited and happy that both these characters have made their grand debut in the MCU in the form of a Halloween special. And I sincerely hope we see them again in the not too distant future. So what did you guys think of this Halloween special? Did you like it? Did you love it? Were you expecting more, expecting less? Let me know what you think down below in the comments section. Have a wonderful rest of your night if I don't see you soon. And just remember, Werewolf by Night is now streaming on Disney+. Plus for your viewing pleasure. Have a good one, everyone. Thanks for watching. And of course, until next time, what's your favorite scary movie?